Joining us on the line now is the hilarious Jimeoin. He is coming to the Leamington Spa Centre on the 12th of October with his new tour, Ridiculous. Jimeoin, how are you?
Hi, Henry. Yeah, good. Yourself?
Good, thank you. So you're coming to the Leamington Spa Centre. Now, Leamington is a place you know quite well, isn't it?
Yeah, I was born in Leamington, as you can tell from my accent.
Do you return often?
I do, actually. I have a lot more cousins in Leamington than I do, I think, maybe in Ireland, because my father... I was there for a year. My mother and father were living there. My father was a builder, and I have Uncle Mickey, Uncle Paddy, Auntie Mary, Auntie Philomena. I have loads of aunties and uncles in Leamington and Warwick. And a sister, of course, as well, a sister and her children. She lives in Leamington now. She married someone from Leamington. So, yeah, I know it very well. It's my second home, really.
Oh, brilliant. And will the whole family be joining you?
Yeah, they make up most of the people in the audience, thank God.
So going to your comedy career, Jimeoin, obviously you kind of rose to prominence in Australia. Now you're touring the UK with your new tour, Ridiculous. What is the kind of difference with audiences in Australia to England? What's the kind of difference between doing stand-up there compared to here?
I don't know. People didn't turn up in England for a while. I started my career in Australia, and then I started doing stand-up in the UK. But I'd already been sort of going, and I had it was going well for me over there. So, I started slowly. I did the Edinburgh Festival every year, but I didn't tour the UK. And those things, what happens in Edinburgh sort of is different from what translates to the rest of the country. But no, there are no differences in audiences, really, as long as you turn up. More of a difference between Monday and Friday than there is between countries, really.
Oh, really?
But I don't do gigs on Monday. Mondays just aren't funny, are they?
Do you just not do them at all then?
No, that's my day off.
Fair enough.
Sabbath. But yeah, and then sometimes the weekend they can be too ahead of themselves, especially at comedy clubs where they're all kind of, because comedy does require listening and being hammered and dressed up. There's a window in which you can get an audience on a Friday night. Not literally a window. I mean, as in a period of time. To the wrong window. But no, their concentration span is limited on a Friday night. Fair enough, too. They worked all week for that big night.
You touched on the Edinburgh Fringe then. Now that's something, is it 24 years that you kind of celebrated there this year?
Yeah, too many. Too many. An audience say to me, stop it. That'll do. No, I enjoyed Edinburgh because you go there and you spend a month. Normally you have to travel for, like every night you're in somewhere different. So to be somewhere for a month was in some ways great. And then you'd see other people and you think, "Gee, I've got to lift my game." And then you'd write material. So you'd use it as a place to go and try and write a new show.
Has it changed much since kind of your first visit?
It's bigger. Oh my God, it's saturated now. The amount of shows that are on is ridiculous. It's in the thousands. The average audience apparently is something like 5 people. So, but it's a lot of fun. The month of August, if you've never been, it really is. It's a pretty city and it's a good thing to do. I don't know about 24 times. So I might be overdoing it.
I was going to say, I've never been before, but I've heard nothing but good things. I think I've definitely got to go. Now, on your new tour, Ridiculous, what can we kind of expect from this one?
Yes, well, I think it's all in the name, really. It's just ridiculous. A lot of nonsense. Just trying to have a laugh, trying to get people laughing. You'll be none the wiser at the end of it all. I just post stupid faces for about an hour and a half. It's just nonsense, really. If you're up for a bit of nonsense, up for a laugh, come along.
It sounds brilliant. And in terms of the tour, what's your favourite thing about touring?
Getting home at the end of the night. People turning up is fantastic. It really gives you, a skip in your step. Sometimes stand-up can be a struggle. Like, I suppose like any job, like if you're sort of like in the middle ranks or it's not going well for you, but when people turn up, then that's a real indication that you're striking a chord and it's going well. And that really just sort of gives you that extra adrenaline hit or gives you the enthusiasm to enjoy it.
And what is the most embarrassing or funniest moment that you've experienced on a tour before?
Oh,
is it suitable for radio?
No, it's not really. That's life. It's not suitable for life to be in another world, maybe. There's too many. My show is really about my shortcomings as a human being more than making fun of anybody else. So, the show really is a large reflection of my inadequate behaviour.
Right.
You have to come along, really. That's it. I can't really give you an example.
That's fair
You
enough.
just have to come along to the show.
We're going to do a quick fire round now, Jimeoin, just to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay, I don't know if the quick fire round it does. Okay, go on.
Right, so first things first, what is your favourite food?
Italian food, because I'm in Italy at the minute as we speak. I'm in Sicily.
Oh, right, are you on holiday?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
good.
I'm sitting looking at Mount Etna, which has disappeared under a veil of clouds as we speak. But yes, I'm loving the Italian food.
What's your favourite TV series? Is there a box set that you're hooked on at the minute?
I'm enjoying Preacher.
Oh, right, I haven't
which
seen
is a
that.
show. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Preacher, look out for Preacher.
Will do.
The guy thinks he's a preacher and he fights with the devil. And it's like almost comic strip like Sin City. It's almost not made like that, but the storylines are like that.
Okay. Where's your favourite place to perform? Other than Leamington, of course.
Other than Leamington, of course. I do like Leeds, a variety club, the old... they used to have the good old days. That's a beautiful theatre. That's recently been done up. But yeah, Leeds.
Oh, right.
That's in the UK. There's some great theatres in Australia as well.
Okay.
New Zealand has got these amazing old theatres with great history. All of them doozies.
Oh, fair enough. Who is your comedy idol?
Me?
Are there any influencers?
Not that I'm going to sort of give anybody... Yeah, I'm kind of jealous if everybody else is doing well. So, no. I've got a friend, Bob Franklin, when I started as an English comic, who was very, very influential and still is. He never really overly pursued his career, but his timing and his ability just not to rush it and not to sort of, panic when there was silence was a great inspiration. So yeah, Bob Franklin.
Did you always want to be a comedian?
No, I never really thought about it. It was by accident, really. I didn't really even know what stand-up was. I was always up for a laugh, like anybody, really. And I found, having a laugh kind of really important. I never thought of it as a job.
Was there any other profession that you were kind of close to doing, or...?
I was a builder.
You're a builder?
Yeah. I went to South Bank Polytechnic. My father was a builder, as you know, because I was born in Leamington. He was a plasterer. And then I did that and went to Australia and worked as a carpenter for a year and a half.
Well, Jimeoin, thank you very much for joining us. I'm a huge fan, and it's fantastic that you've joined us. We really appreciate it. Your new tour, Ridiculous, is coming to the Royal Spa Centre in Leamington on the 12th of October. Make sure you check it out.
Cheers, Henry. Hello, my name is Jimeoin, and you're listening to Raw.